Apparently, Finding Nemo was almost a complete disaster. Pixar animators made a huge mistake that almost ruined the entire movie, and believe it or not, test audience feedback helped them save the movie from being a total flop. Welcome to Animation Hustle, the place where we dive into the funny and untold stories behind your favorite animated movies and TV shows. And today, we're talking about Finding Nemo. So real quick, we've all seen the movie, right? It came out in 2003 and was directed by this guy, Andrew Stanton. So after being hired as Pixar's second animator and working his way up from a writer on Toy Story, he eventually got his chance to direct his own project. He drew upon his own personal experience as a dad and how overprotective he was over his own son, and ended up creating this classic movie. As a matter of fact, I found some early footage of him pitching the story, and it's so cool.
He's out there swimming, and it's getting later and later. He's been asking fish after every fish. Excuse me, have you seen my dad? Have you seen him? Have you seen my son? I'm looking for my son. He's on this boat, but nobody will help him. Hey, it's okay. I'm looking for somebody too. We can look together. Oh, thank you. You're so nice. Oh, I'm Dory. I'm Nemo. Nemo. That's a nice name. And Nemo, what? Guess what? Sea turtles. I met one, and they're 150 years old. Really? Yeah. Because Sandy Plankton said they're 350 years old.
So we all know Nemo is arguably one of the best Pixar movies. And one of the best parts about it is the character. I mean, who doesn't love Dory or Crush or literally any other character in the movie, because even the side characters are memorable? Well, Andrew Stanton just revealed some of the surprising behind-the-scenes struggle of making the movie, and I had to share it. So it turns out, while they're making it, Pixar thought they had a total banger. They thought the story and characters were really working, but everything changed when the test audience saw it and basically called it a flop. You see, when people saw the early version of the movie, they absolutely hated it. Well, mostly they hated Marlin, Nemo's dad. And of course, people hating the main character of every movie is a huge problem. And with the deadline quickly approaching, they had to fix it, and super fast. But luckily, all it took is making one small change that took the movie from flop to success.
That entire beginning of Nemo with the tragic death of the family, everything, that was actually not told up front. It was alluded to very abstractly, and then it was showed in pieces as you move through the film, and then the actual tragedy was all explained to you as the fishing net was going up, and it worked narratively. But what happened is that you never liked Marlin because you never understood why he was so nervous and fearful. And my editor and co-director Lee Unkrich convinced me to finally, in the last 8 months of production, to shove it all to the front, and it changed the movie 100%. And suddenly, all these lines and moments that people were critiquing and saying I should change about Marlin were fine, because you understood him, you were empathetic.
Good editing can make or break any movie. And this particular behind-the-scenes story of Nemo is an example of how important the art of editing can be in storytelling. And by making one quick small change in the way the story was presented, the team went on to create Pixar's best movie, one of them. It also shows how even the masters of Pixar don't always get it right at the first time. So if you're an artist like me, don't forget to remind yourself not to stress about being perfect on your first try. Getting feedback and making changes is a huge part of the process. Well, that's all for this video. In the comments below, let me know what your favorite memory is from watching Finding Nemo, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Everybody understands practicing an instrument. If you wanted to learn the violin, you wouldn't say, well, I'm going to give myself 2 or 3 shots at it, and then I think I can play it. You're going to say, how many times can I practice before I have to be on stage in front of people? And making a movie is no different.